don't count me out. I'm about to manifest. Now, y'all know I don't talk like that. But don't count me out. I'm about to manifest. Would you say it? Don't count me out. I'm about to. I didn't say I'm about to manifest. I said I'm about to manifest. Don't count me out. I just got a short text I want to read. Genesis 41, beginning at verse 50. Now to Joseph were born two sons before the years of famine came, who was Senath, daughter of Potiphar, the priest of On, bore to him. And Joseph called the firstborn Manasseh, making to forget. For God said, He has made me forget all my toil and hardship, all of my father's house. And the second he called Ephraim, to be fruitful. For he said, God has caused me to be fruitful in the land of my affliction. The book of Ecclesiastes, the 7th chapter, says, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. And the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. And you know, there was a saying that I have adapted and began to spread, that all of our yesterdays are for right now. Good or bad, what happened in your past, the things that you've been through, they happen. It happened. It's real. It took place. But God is saying, don't allow your situation and your circumstances to count you out, because they will if you allow them. And there are many who were counted out in 2010. There are many who are still sitting by the wayside, who are still in 2010, though we've crept over into 2011. There must be a manifestation in 2011. And I would say to you, the people of God, don't give up on God yet. And for those of you who've given up on church, don't give up on the church yet, because God is doing some things even in the church. For those of you who don't understand kingdom, the church is the educational system of the kingdom. I know there's some preachers who are talking against church now and saying you don't need church, but the church is the educational system for the kingdom. The church is where you're going to be taught. The church is where you're going to learn about the kingdom. The church is where you're going to be fed. The church is where you're going to be nurtured. And so I'd say to you, don't give up on the church. Most importantly, don't give up on God. And I guarantee God won't give up on you. In the beginning, God created you from the very dust of the earth. And we saw it depicted here in some of these skits, that he breathed into us the very breath of life, and man became a living soul. And when he breathed into you, he breathed your destiny into you. He breathed your purpose into you. He breathed into you goals. He breathed into you concepts. He breathed into you creativity. Genesis 1:28 says, and God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth. Whether you know it or not, or ever acknowledge it, all that is down inside of you, God put it there, and he's waiting for it to manifest. I said he put it there, and he expects you to manifest. His original intent for you, it's in there. I said the very thing he originated for you, it's in there. And it is my prayer that we would acknowledge what it is that God intended for us. Jeremiah 29 said, I know the thoughts that I think toward you. And I know some of y'all think God is mad at you, and some preachers have told you that God hates your guts. Somebody has told you that you might as well throw your hands up because you're going to hell anyway. The devil is a lie. As long as you're breathing, as long as you've got breath still in your body, God says, I know the thoughts towards you, and they're thoughts of peace. They're not thoughts of evil. I don't care to wipe you out. I don't care to kill you, but I want you to come forth in purpose. Before you were ever born, God knew you. He made you. He knew what you would do. He created you to become like Christ. So he expects you now to manifest. Touch your neighbor one more time and tell them, don't count me out. Don't count me out. I'm about to manifest.